Hi there, folks. It's Jonathan Denwood from WP-Tonic, and in this video, I'm going to give you some insights and tips about a question that I'm asked the most. What should I charge for my course? I'll be back in a few moments, folks. I'm coming back. So the question, and it's a question I'm asked a lot, is what should I charge for my course? It's a direct, and you would have thought a pretty easy question, but it's the hardest question because there's so many variables involved in giving a real answer to that question. But I'm going to hopefully give you some insight and some tips. Number one, most people undervalue the knowledge that they are giving to their students, unless it's a very, very basic course. And I've actually bought some courses for $49, and I've actually thought they were rubbish at any price. They've been mostly a compilation of freely available YouTube videos that the person has on their YouTube channel, and a constant pitch to be sold the real course. Now, the problem with that, at any price, it really doesn't have any value because you've got the content on the YouTube channel and you're constantly pitching to your target audience. So don't do that. You're not doing yourself any favors, and it leaves a bad taste in any sort of individual that's got any sort of sophistication. You know, I'm sure the people that do it do get results because they wouldn't keep doing it, but don't do that. But on the other hand, most people that have spent some time and do have some real value in the course that they're selling to their target audience tend, especially when it's their first time, tend to underprice. And don't get me wrong, pricing is a nightmare in general. Don't matter if it's a SaaS service, a membership site, doesn't matter what it is, physical or service, pricing is a nightmare because you also have to take into account market conditions, how your product is being viewed, and what is the competition, what are they charging, and what is the value proposition they're offering. You've got to be brutally honest here. If you've got a course and you've got a competitor that knows just as much as you know, or kind in the same ballpoint, and the quality of course and the knowledge that it's providing is similar, and you're charging double what the competitor is doing, I think if they're reasonably effective about marketing it, as you are, I think you've got a problem. But there's a lot of variables there, and it's not always the best product or the best course that wins. So that's a difficult one. Another tip is to, and it's the same thing that applies to digital products or anything physical products, is to have some choices, but you've got to clearly explain the value proposition in a tier pricing structure. There's a lot of people that do it, have the basic course, then they have a group that for extra price you can join on Facebook, on Slack, or using our preferred solution, which is Buddy Boss, because you totally own that group. You're not dependent on somebody else's platform. But that's like a tier 2, and a tier 3 is that you get so much one-to-one coaching or masterminding from the actual author of the course. Those type of tiered structured pricing structures are very popular and can be very effective, but you do really have to work out what you are offering and clearly express it. Number 3 is basically the design and wording of the whole website. Is it the marketing? Is it effective? Does it really, does the visuals, does the design, especially if you're migrating into the higher tier of the courses available in your particular niche. And normally there's a trend of, as you get established, you aim your course at a higher and higher element of your particular niche. That obviously really depends on the niche. Obviously, if your niche is higher educational students, you're going to have some problems about aiming your price structure at the higher echelon. I say that a lot, you know, if your course is aimed at Ivy League students or students at MIT, maybe they can afford some higher prices. So, but it, you know, it does depend on what your niche is, basically. That can determine the upper limit of where you can take your pricing. But most people, they do, if they get traction, they do migrate, and they tend to utilize the original course as a loss leader, or a free course as a lead magnet when they progress, as they get financed, so it allows them to build better courses technically, to cover the subject in more detail. I've seen a lot of people utilize their original course as a still valued element of their marketing efforts, but as a low price entry or a totally free entry. But that, we can cover that in another video. Hopefully I've given you some insights around pricing. It is a complicated and difficult subject. If you want some more advice, I've written a great article about this. You'll find the link underneath. If you found this video really useful, please give me a thumbs up and think about subscribing to the channel. It really does help me and motivates me to make more. And if you feel like it, and please do, leave a comment, ask a question. That's fantastic. I'll see you soon, folks. Bye.